Okay, so welcome back to our channel Arambh Batch Toppers Way 2025-26 our batch. So without wasting much of time, directly let's begin to our video. We will discuss each and every topic with fully funniest way. Okay, so guys, my first question is that are you enjoying your summer vacation? I hope that you all are enjoying your summer vacation. Okay, now here it is our syllabus first of all for class 9 science. So have a look on it, which we will complete in our summer vacation Arambh batch. Okay, this is 3 months. The time duration. All right. So first of all, here are the whole syllabus, okay, which is given. Of course, I'm talking about NCERT book, okay. So don't be afraid. First of all, I know that these all are a huge syllabus, 15 chapters, a lots of topic, okay. And in fact, you all guys are enjoying your summer vacation, okay. So you just need to study only 1.5 hours, okay. This is enough. Approx 2 hours under, okay. So we will cover each and every topic full of discussion, okay, with related life examples, relatable experiments, and new questions, okay, new styles, animations, and each and every point clarity and crystal clear, okay. We will make it. So that's all guys. Now directly come on our lesson number first, okay, which is matter in our surroundings, okay. So first of all, this lesson is taken by from where? This is a part of physics, chemistry, maths, biology. Which was part is it? So is it physics? Is it English? Is it chemistry? Of course it is chemistry part, okay. Now matter in our surroundings. First of all, what do you mean by surroundings? Surroundings, in short, our area, okay, where we live. This is called surroundings. And here it is our starting. What is matter? Definition is given. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. It is matter. Let's take some examples in English, like air. We are talking about air is also matter because it has weight and it also occupies space. But which type of matter it is? Because air occupies the space. Oh, this is confusing, okay? How air can occupy space? How can it possible? So we will read this, that how air can occupy space, okay? We will make it possible. And here it is the next example, like in your hand a mobile, okay. You are watching this video in a mobile, so of course mobile phone, a glass of water, these all are matter, okay. Mobile phone is occupying space in your hand. That is why you can't be able to hold one hand two things, like mobile phone also, water bottle also, not possible, na? Because they both occupy space and they both have some weight also, okay. Like if you are holding a single phone, then it will not maybe feel your weight, okay. You will not feel weight. But if you will hold 20, 25, a whole bag of a mobile phone, then it will feel weight, okay. And this is the example of occupying mass. In short, matter, okay, because they all occupy some space in your hand. Here it is, physical nature of matter. Particles of matter are very small. I mean, these are small that you can't be able to see with your eyes, okay. It is not possible. Now here is a very great activity I have, okay. So this activity I will explain you with an image. So before the image, let's read the activity is. What is it saying? Put one crystal of potassium paramagnet in a glass of water. Okay? So you don't need to take any potassium, any crystal, potassium paramagnet. Okay? You don't need to experiment this into your home. Okay? Because it's not safe for us. All right? And these all are chemicals, so you can't be able to get it easily. Okay? Now, put one crystal of potassium paramagnet in a glass of water. Just take a glass of water, okay? Put one crystal of potassium paramagnet, okay? And it will spread colors in the whole entire water, okay? Let's take life-based example. Like, ये दिखाता है कि particles छोटे हैं, but they mix up very easily, okay? Like in our home, one drop of perfume can spread smell in the whole of the entire room. Okay, this is like easily, and here is the best example for it. Have a look on this, guys. This is your activity. A single crystal of potassium paramagnet change the entire color of this water. Okay, I mean the whole color of the water. Okay, like somehow it is looking purple, right? So here is the experiment also given, and here it is perfume. Apply perfume and it will make spreading, like smelling in the entire body, in the entire room. Okay, so that's how this is the example of potassium paramagnet and perfume. Okay, that's all, guys. In short, it proves that one single drop can also occupy the space. Okay, what exactly space it is given, it can occupy. Okay, but it is supposed to be not fixed. Okay, this is like gas moving. All right, no any fixed direction, no any fixed we can say occupying space. Okay, yeah, but it can be fixed. Okay, if a water bottle, so it will take the shape of a water bottle. Okay, in short, we will take one more example. Okay, like let's take any batti. All right, in the prayer time, I guess you use any dhoop like this. So when you burn it, it occupies the whole of the space. Okay, and the smell of this batti occupy the whole of the space. We can, if we are standing in any corner of the room, then we can feel it. Okay, that's how this is the best example of occupying space. Now the next is particles of matter have space between them. What do you mean by this? जितनी स्पेस होती है उतनी चीज़ें डिजॉल्व होती है. Dissolving, okay. So this is here we are discussing the method of dissolving. Activity: mix sugar in water. Okay, yeah, we can mix, of course, sugar in water. So let's take a glass of water, then mix sugar in it. Sugar particles fit in the space between water molecules. Okay, all right. Of course, it will fix. जब आप चाय में चीनी डालते हो, in short, when you apply sugar into the tea, then वो गायब हो जाते हैं. Supposed to be hidden. मतलब चीनी के पार्टिकल्स के बीच के गैप में छिप जाते हैं. All right. In short, the gap between the particles of sugar, they hide directly. Okay, and these are the best example of particles of matter have space between them, and this is called dissolving method. Okay, all right. Like sugar dissolve into water, sugar dissolve into tea. Next is particles of matter are constantly moving. Okay, इनमें हमेशा मोशन होती है. All right. Add a drop of ink in water. It moves slowly and spreads. Of course, you can do these activity in your home. That doesn't matter. Okay, no any problem. You can do it. These are all are no dangerous. Okay, not dangerous for us. In fact, it will make you fun very much. Like, as I have said that agarbatti, here it's example given, okay? Spread very fastly, alright? That's all. Next is particles of matter attract each other, okay? How? सारे particles एक दूसरे को खींचते हैं, okay? Means they are attracting, not repulsing. Solids में सबसे ज़्यादा, gases में सबसे कम. Okay. In short, they attract into each other, alright? So let's take one more example. First of all, have a look on this example, okay? So, when you make a ball of a soil, then why it break into when it fall down? Because they have not like the attraction of solid, okay? In short, if I am taking this box, okay? If I am taking this box and I want to break it, so why it's not breaking? Because this is solid, okay? Solid, in short we can say all particles are attracting each other. That is why it's not easy to break it, okay? Let's take one more example. Here guys we can see this is solid and this is gas, okay? In this container all particles are closely packed, okay? In short, they all are attracting each other, okay? In short, this is called solid. And here it is, particles are no packed, okay? They are repulsing. Yeah, but we can't say repulsing also, but these all are not attracting too, okay? No any attraction between each other, no any repulsion between each other. In short, these both have, first of all, occupying space, okay? This is fixed, but the main point is this: no any closely packing into this container, okay? And these are closely packed. In short, this is solid, this is the example of gas, and that's all is our activity. Let's take one more example. Here it is, I'm making a ball of a sand, okay? A ball with the help of sand, but it breaks down. And directly all particles distract, okay? In short, when it break down, fully break. Why? Because this ball is not closely packed, okay? All particles are not attracting each other, and that is why this ball break down, okay? When it fall down, then it break directly. And this is the best example of this activity, alright? Now directly come on the next one, which is particles of matter attract each other, okay? So this is already complete, okay? Now here is the next. These all are over, okay? I hope that you have no any doubt related to this physical nature of matter yet, okay? But still I'm saying I will make an animation video on it, okay? Now the next is states of matter. Number 1, as I have said, that's solid. Fixed shape and volume. What do you mean by fixed shape? Oh my god. In short, I have taken an example. This is a box. And this have a fixed shape, okay? All particles are tightly packed and very less movement, alright? Because we need to move it, then it move. And we need to take it, then it will come again, okay? In short, it can't be able to move by its own, and that's all about it. Now here is one more example. Stone, book, mobile phone, they all have a fixed shape, of course. In fact, mass also, okay? Now liquid, no any fixed shape but fixed volume, okay? Means if I'm taking 1 liter of water, then if I will fill it in a water bottle, then it will take the shape of a water bottle. And if I will fill it into a container like any glass, then it will take a shape of it, okay? In short, the volume is fixed that yeah, it's 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter, that's all, 500 to 50 liter. But the fixed shape, I mean, no any fixed shape, okay? Volume fixing, but shape is not fixed. And this is called liquid. Particles loosely packed, okay? And can flow. Of course, it can flow directly, okay? We don't need to flow it. Here is the, as I have spoken, if you will fill a water bottle, okay, then it will take the shape of it. Any glass, then glass shape, any container you want, you can take it, okay. Here is the best example of gas. I mean, no fixed shape, no any volume, particles far apart, move freely and fast. No any tension, no anything, directly it will. So good, okay. It is actually so good, by the way. No any fixed shape, okay, because शेप तो इसका कुछ भी होता ही नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी फिक्स नहीं है. रूम में आएंगे, रूम का शेप होगा. अगर मैं इस बॉक्स के अंदर कुछ गैसियस का अप्लाई करूँ यहाँ साइड से, तो ये बॉक्स का शेप लेगा. ऑफ कोर्स कोई वॉल्यूम भी नहीं है इसका, तो ओके. एंड पार्टिकल्स फार अपार्ट, अगर क्लोजली पैक्ड होते फिर वो तो सॉलिड कहलाता ना, लूजली पैक्ड भी नहीं है. यहाँ पर तो सारे पार्टिकल्स फार अपार्ट है, ओके. मूव फ्रीली एंड फास्ट, फुल फ्री, very fast, like air, just like air. That's all about it. Here is the example also related to your real life, okay. When you apply deo spray, then it makes a spread of whole of the room. That is how, this is the example. Here is a conditional question. Can matter change its state? Yes, by changing temperature and pressure, matter can change its form. But how? Number 1 is melting solid to liquid. Ice melt to water at 0 degrees Celsius. Take an ice cube in hand. It melts. Ice ने heat को absorb की, solid से liquid बन गई. This is the best example of melting. Here is the English example. फ्रीजर से निकाला हुआ बर्फ थोड़ी देर बाद पानी बन जाता है, like ice cream. Okay, it's started melting down if you will not have it fastly. Then here is boiling liquid to gas. Of course, it's possible. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, becomes steam. Let's try this example in home. Activity: heat water in a pan. It boils and vapor forms. Means this is the best example of vaporization. चाय बनाते वक्त पानी को बॉईल करना, उसमें से ध्यान देखना, उसमें से ऐसे ना कुछ हीट सा निकलेगा, ओके, बॉईल होगा, देन वेपर फॉर्म. That's all. Now, liquid to solid, is it possible? Of course, it's possible, and the method called freezing. Water freeze into ice, become ice, okay? In the fridge, then it become ice. Below 0 degrees Celsius, like freezer में पानी रखोगे, so कुछ ही देर में पानी ice हो जाएगा, okay? Here it is a gas to liquid. Is it possible? Of course, it's possible. Steam cools down, becomes water. Pressure cooker से जो steam निकलती है and ठंडे होने के बाद इस सील पे कंडेंस होकर पानी बन जाती है, like condensation method. We can take an example of cloud also. Cloud, gas form, but after some time, when it rains, liquid form, gas to liquid, okay? That's all about it, guys. Now, here is the best example for it. You can see gas, solid and liquid. Liquid to gas called sublimation. Gas to liquid called deposition. Gas, okay, I'm talking about solid. Gas to liquid called condensation, and liquid to gas evaporation. And here it is freezing and melting, you know very well. So that's all about this. This is a chart, okay? Let's talk about latent heat. Latent heat, okay? heat that is hidden and used to change state without changing temperature. Latent heat of fusion, heat used to change solid to liquid. Is it possible? Of course. Latent heat of vaporization, heat used to change liquid to gas. And here is the example given. आइस मेल्ट होने के टाइम टेम्परेचर सेम रहता है 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर फिर भी वो मेल्ट हो जाता है. ओके, सो effect of pressure. Gas is compressed in a cylinder, gas to liquid make. Example, LPG cylinder में गैस को प्रेशर से लिक्विड बनाया जाता है. How it is possible? Let's take an animation example, only and only one, to understand this whole concept, effect of pressure. Okay, so sorry for that, but the animation is not available yet. But we have explanation, the scientific concept. Okay, effect of pressure on matter. How is it possible? Pressure can change the state of matter, especially gases. When a gas is compressed, then pressure is increased and its particles come closer together and it can turn into a liquid. Okay, let's take an example. Here it is, activity is given. Okay, compression of gas in LPG cylinder. In gas plants, liquefied petroleum gas is filled into cylinders. Okay, when this compressed under high pressure, it turns into liquid and is stored in the cylinder. Okay, means when you open the gas knob, it comes out as gas again because the pressure is released. Okay, and here is a scientific reason given. Gas have particles far apart, we all know, and when we increase pressure, we force the particles to come closer. As a result, interparticle space decreases and the gas condenses into liquid directly. This is how gas can be converted into liquid just by increasing pressure. And here is the example in English given. Okay, जब pressure high होता है so gas can become liquid, and जब pressure release होता है then liquid can become gas. Of course, real life examples of pressure changing the state. Situation science explanation, here it is given. LPG cylinder, gas compressed, become liquid. Deodorant, perfume, spray, liquid under pressure comes out as gas. This is the example. Spray. Oxygen cylinder in hospitals, oxygen is stored as compressed gas. CO2 in cold drink bottles, gas is dissolved under pressure, fizzes out when opened directly. Okay, by the way, ये example तो especially in summer time, I guess आप रोज ही इस activity को करते होगे. Okay, I mean इस experiment को. Now, pressure conclusion is this: pressure is a powerful factor in changing the state of matter, especially in gaseous form. By increasing pressure, we can turn gas into liquid. Used in industrial and daily life applications. This concept is important in chemistry, physics and daily appliances. Okay, like LPG stoves, sprays and soda bottles. That's all. Evaporation. Okay, liquid changing into gas, boiling point, below boiling point from surface. Okay, it's already proved. Now, factors affecting evaporation, here it is given. Factor affect with example. Temperature, temp evaporation. Okay, and as we can see, in the summer our cloth dry very fastly. Okay, due to the temperature. Okay, now surface area evaporation, here is it. The area in short are hanky, which also dry very fastly. Okay, why? Because our hanky is thin. Okay, so thin, that is why. Wind speed, Wind evaporation means if you will on the switch of fan, then your clothes dry fastly, okay? This is the example of wind speed, wind evaporation. And here is this humidity. Humidity evaporation means in the time of rain, our cloth dry very much time, okay? It takes to dry, okay? It takes a lot of time to dry. So that's all about what? Factors of affecting evaporation, okay? Now, cooling effect of evaporation, here this activity is given. Put some acetone. Acetone we can say nail polish remover, okay? जो मोस्टली गर्ल्स यूज़ करती हैं फॉर रिमूव देयर नेल पेंट. स्कूल के दिन नेल पेंट लगाना अलाउड नहीं है ना, सो दैट इज वाई. ऑन योर हैंड it feels cool, okay? When you have applied any time nail polish remover on your hand, then it feels cool. And this activity I have done with myself, okay? Now, here it is. And English example is given. जब भी हमारा जो पसीना है वो ड्राई हो जाता है, so हमें काफ़ी कोल्ड फील होता है, राइट? बिकॉज इवेपोरेशन कूलिंग करता है, ओके? Term meaning: matter has mass and occupies space. Melting point: temperature at which solid becomes liquid. Boiling point: temperature at which liquid becomes gas. Latent heat: hidden heat for change of state. Evaporation: liquid to gas below boiling point. And sublimation: solid to gas directly, like camphor, नेपथेलिन, ओके? और कैम्फर का यूज़ स्पेशली उस जगह के लिए होता है जहाँ पर लोग वी कैन से टेलर लोग उसका ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं कैम्फर का, ओके? ताकि उन लोगों ने जहाँ पर अपने क्लॉथ्स को रखे हैं वहाँ पर कोई भी ऐसे इंसेक्ट्स ना आए, इसके लिए वो कैम्फर का यूज़ करते हैं, ओके? विच इज़ द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल ऑफ सॉलिड टू गैस डायरेक्टली. काफ़ी टाइम तक अगर हम कैम्फर नेपथेलिन को छोड़ेंगे तो वो गैस में हो जाएगा, okay? Now conversion is already done, and here it is final real life summary. Life situation, science explanation. Life और science दोनों के एक साथ ऐड करने पर ही तो बनता है केमिस्ट्री, ओके? Ice in your glass melts. Melting solid liquid, okay? Solid to liquid melting. Boiling milk gives out steam. Boiling plus evaporation, liquid become gas. Steam on bathroom mirror settles. Condensation, gas become liquid. Wet cloths dry in sun. Evaporation. LPG in cylinder, gas compressed to liquid. And that's all about it. I hope that you like this video very much. So take care. Bye bye. Let's meet directly chapter number 2, okay? But before it, we will complete the question answer, okay? Practice questions, important MCQ related to your exam, okay? That's all about it.